how someone find strength to fight cancer and became a competitive athlete. What's up guys, it's your brother from another mother, Coach Kam Izzwan. Before we begin, regardless where you are, please support our mission dengan membantu like and share video ini dengan kawan-kawan you guys because kita nak membantu mengurangkan 1% obesity di dalam Malaysia. Welcome to our 10th episode of Kam Izzwan Podcast. Di channel kami, saya berkongsi tentang fakta sains kesihatan dan pada masa sama invite credible and experienced and successful individual in their respective field. Sempena Breast Cancer Awareness. A special guest of mine will be sharing her journey fighting cancer and pursue her passion in competitive sport. Welcome, Dr. Aisha. Hi.
Hi.
First thing first, thank you sebab datang and it's an honor sebab you are one of many competitive athlete yang memang ada follow dah. Cuma tak tahu cerita di belakangnya. So today bukan saja saya nak dengar cerita daripada Aisyah, Dr. Aisyah, but you can please share as much as you want regarding about your challenges and obstacle kepada penonton-penonton kita semua. Okay, kita bermula dengan Dr. Aisyah. Please berkongsi dengan kami your career journey and also your competitive journey.
Okay. Hello everyone. First of all, thank you to Kam Izzwan for
You're most welcome.
Inviting me to very nice space untuk kita buat podcast hari ini. Okay, nama saya Dr. Aisha. Saya medical fitness consultant di Avenue Specialist Clinic dan juga competitive bodybuilding athlete di mana saya compete dalam kategori bikini division. Saya juga survive cancer 2 times dan sekarang saya juga berlakon sebagai stunt actress.
Oh, nice.
Ya, sebab saya pun ada background martial artist.
No wonder, tengok kenapa tiba-tiba banyak lompat sana buat skill ni semua kan. Okay.
Yes. Okay, back to your questions. Untuk I punya career development, I sebenarnya daripada awal dulu memang ada masuk medical school lah.
Okay.
After studying for quite some time at MRSM.
Okay.
Lepas tu saya masuk International Medical University dan 4 tahun di sana. Dapat.
Okay, nak menyampur kejap. Kenapa choose medical?
Okay, the reason saya choose medical sebenarnya dia something yang sangat silly. Sangat silly. Because waktu saya umur 12 ke 13 tahun, saya first time dapat period.
Okay.
Saya cakap, bila saya dapat period, saya cakap, kenapa kita mesti dapat period? So lepas tu saya nak answer. So dia sebenarnya stem from curiosity.
Faham.
Saya tak puas hati kalau saya tak dapat jawapan.
Faham.
Kemudian mak saya sebenarnya adalah dental surgeon.
Okay.
So dia ada banyak buku. And saya start buka buku sains. Lepas tu saya suka tengok cerita medical.
Okay.
Dan dia provide some answers to my questions. Masa dulu pun saya memang ada tendency towards biology. Because saya rasa saya perlukan something yang boleh answer a lot of questions about myself. So daripada saya kecil tu, saya perasan saya punya character trait high degree of self-awareness. So saya rasa okay, let's go and do medical. Actually it's such a selfish intention. Not macam okay, of course you want to help
orang kan.
Tapi sebelum orang, tolong diri you dulu dan faham diri you. Dan you boleh faham orang lain.
Betul. Okay, so that's how it started lah. Okay, my assumption adalah maybe you observe your mom as a dentist surgeon, at the same time juga the minat nak tahu kenapa benda ni berlaku. The curiosity part lah.
Ya, betul.
Okay, then you start masuk dalam biology. Doktor.
Bukan. Masa saya dekat asrama, dekat MRSM, saya memang excel dekat biology, tapi chemistry out, physics out. Sebab saya jenis yang kalau saya tak minat, saya tak boleh perform.
Okay, faham.
Tapi bila saya minat, hyper focus.
Okay.
Okay, kemudian lepas MBBS IMU, saya ambil housemanship di Borneo.
Okay.
So kita orang ada compulsory service. So saya spend all my years during housemanship di Borneo. Dan pada masa yang sama saya pun banyak travel. Satu Borneo tu lah pusing. Okay, berapa kali dah pergi music festival yang rainforest tu. Okay, kemudian dapat habiskan housemanship tu, saya pun balik ke Semenanjung dan spend my time dekat orthopedic department di Hospital Kajang.
Okay.
So masa dekat orthopedic department tu sebenarnya saya nak jadikan sebagai batu loncatan untuk terjun ke bidang perubatan sukan.
Okay.
Okay. Kemudian apply perubatan sukan di UMMC and I spend some time there. Dan saya sangat bertuah kerana dapatlah attach myself dekat Institut Sukan Negara, di mana my first patient is Olympians.
Right.
Yeah, so
Who's that?
No, I can't say.
Okay.
So I really like working with Olympians and I put all my heart and my soul to understand them. Pada masa yang sama, saya selalu mengintai diorang training.
Okay.
Yeah, and till to this day, diorang pun still like contacting me, asking me questions, and it's such a rewarding thing. Kemudian, kerana masalah kesihatan, I take a different path.
Kecoh. Tu orang tak tahu. The masalah kesihatan. How do you find out? Macam mana you dapat tahu? Okay, as what we spoke earlier kan, belajar. Lepas tu macam mana you dapat tahu yang you sakit?
Okay, so cerita dia macam ni. Sebagai seorang pelajar perubatan, decision untuk jadi medical student telah menyelamatkan nyawa saya. Kerana pada masa tu, saya memang target ada breast cancer station di kita punya exam station.
Okay.
So exam station ni dia adalah macam physical examination.
Okay.
Saya dengar cerita pihak IMU ada beli dummies. Di mana dia beli dummies yang breast dan dia akan letak macam-macam lesion. Dan you sebagai doktor kena able to identify dan explain the character of the lesion. So on the night before the exam day, I pretend that I have a lesion on my breast.
Okay.
So and then I pretend to explain the character, imagining that there is a fake lesion, and somewhat I found a true lesion at the outer quadrant of my left breast. And I'm like, okay, this is not good. And fair enough, I already know the structure. How do I handle when I found a breast lesion? So there is a triple assessment. There's another step that I have to go and investigate the lesion. So with that knowledge, I immediately do not wait very long and I seek advice from my surgeon. And the investigation happened so fast. Within 1 week, I found out that I have cancer. And just few days before, I was a normal, regular kid. And then the week after, everything went upside down.
At what age that happened?
21 years old.
Damn.
I was diagnosed on my birthday.
Wow.
So it's a gift. It's a gift of life.
Orang panggil apa? A disguise.
Yes, it's a blessing.
Blessing in disguise. Yeah.
This universe is telling me something that this is going to be your gift. The curse also the gift.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Bila saya kata blessing in disguise, bukan kata bagus saya dapat cancer. Nanti the interesting part yang akan Dr. Aisyah berkongsi, because she shared with me earlier, I was like, this is so amazing. Because of cancer lah, macam-macam benda baik berlaku. This is what I meant. Bukan dia dapat cancer bagus. Tak ada siapa nak kena cancer kan. Okay, teruskan.
Okay, lepas saya dapat cancer yang pertama, my life stop. I have to handle new identity. Benda yang paling heartbreaking adalah masa saya seorang pelajar perubatan, saya dah plan dah life saya. Dan pada masa yang sama, bila kita dapat cancer, when you put your life on hold, and then your identity change.
Right.
So itu adalah satu fasa yang besar dalam hidup di mana I learn about adaptability. I learn about orang panggil shapeshifter. You need to be able to shift your identity. And now I have to let go of my past, which is someone who are like decent looking, to sick kid, very fragile. So it's a completely 360-degree change of my identity.
Try to enlighten me in that part, because in my mind, I also do have numbers of medical student client. Okay, diorang selalu bercerita pasal diri diorang sendiri, and you were by yourself. Am I right? When you dapat tahu yang you ada cancer kan?
Betul.
So when you ubah personality tu daripada I'm so driven, I have my own goal, tiba-tiba dapat masalah kesihatan ni, was there anyone there?
Oh, actually, masa my my surgeon called me. They said, "Can you bring someone tomorrow? I would like to discuss your result of the test." So we did the test, biopsy. And I knew if you want me to bring someone, I already assume it's not going to be a good news.
Right.
So I came alone. So I came alone because the thing is, I want some form of clarity, because if there's someone next to me, I'm scared that I'm unable to process my feelings.
Wow.
And I need a little bit of clarity, and I need time to process. Once I'm able to process my emotions and digest all the information, I can translate it back to my loved ones. Memang I mengaku I memang sorang-sorang, sebab kita sentiasa nak hadapi benda yang susah sorang sebab kita tak faham. Selagi kita tak faham dan kita tak boleh nak bagi tahu. So kita kena take time untuk proses dan untuk digest apa situasi yang berlaku. Sebab kadang-kadang bila kita bagi tahu orang yang over daripada kita.
Betul.
So jadi biar kita fahami maksud kita dan kita boleh communicate freely dengan doktor.
Okay.
Bila kita jelas dengan kita punya masalah dan kita nak support system, daripada situ kita baru boleh asking for support. But it is a difficult thing to do, difficult thing to say, because our loved ones do not want us to fall sick, to be miserable.
Of course.
So it is something very painful for them. Because in my opinion, if I can take the pain myself, I try not to share it with people, because I know how hurtful it is to experience this kind of pain.
Right.
The pain is actually coming from love. So if the people very close to me and the depth of the love equates the degree of the pain. So I'm like, okay, I try not to inflict pain to anybody. So if I can handle it, I handle it myself.
Okay, faham. So she's not any ordinary woman lah. Most women akan first thing call semua kawan, saudara mara, kawan sekolah lama tu, and bagi tahu apa berlaku. But for her, I faham, really understand that. Okay, so selepas tu?
Okay, selepas tu, saya pun buat kemoterapi, radioterapi, surgery. Okay, in the proper order. So kita terus buat surgery untuk remove the lesion. Kemudian follow with very harsh protocol of chemotherapy, where I lost all my hairs. I gained weight from the infusion, and then radiotherapy, where I have all the burn effect from the treatment. So
Okay, so that's the part also yang nak tahu Okay, you went through that phase.
yep.
Studying kan?
Yes, I actually have to postpone my study by 1 year.
Okay, faham. So you proceed. Did anybody know about it apart from your family members?
Actually, because I told you kan, masa I dapat diagnosis tu adalah I punya birthday. So I balik Seremban because my asrama is dekat Seremban. Universiti asrama is dekat Seremban. Dan people ramai-ramai buat surprise birthday party. And actually, they become farewell party. I cakap, hi guys, so thankful that you guys are here celebrating my birthday, but this is going to be a farewell. So I packed my stuff on the same day and went back home in Klang Valley because everything is changed from that day onwards.
So they did not ask why?
I did tell them.
Didn't mention, okay.
Yeah, I did mention. I actually informed them first before I told my parents.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I bet semua orang pun sentak. As in like, what?
Yeah, but you know when you actually drop the bomb, you drop the bomb, people still act normal because diorang belum proses lagi. So lama-lama baru orang akan faham lah.
Okay.
Ya, benda tu macam it's happening. So because the perubahan fizikal tu sangat drastik, dia actually agak menakutkan. Because today you see me like this, and tomorrow you see me like a, sorry to use this word, like a toyol.
Right.
Like really freaking toyol, like botak and everything. It will scare you off, dude. Like really.
Okay. Okay, then after that?
And it took me 1 year to recover. So after 6 months of very harsh treatment, another 6 months for recovery. So there was like good days, bad days. So during those period of treatment, I have to endure so much pain and so much suffering. Tapi daripada situlah I dapat kekuatan.
Okay, please describe to us that pain and suffering. Why I ask? Because you say daripada pain and suffering tu yang dapat kekuatan. So what is it and how you translate that into strength?
Okay, actually, my biggest flex is I'm able to endure a lot of things because when I'm in pain, I was in pain. Nobody really take it seriously because I was weak. Okay, let's say you are in pain, and then you are well fed, you are strong, you can scream. I'm in pain, so you can scream, and then people understand that you are in severe pain.
Okay.
What if you were in my position? You were in severe pain. You will describe your pain 10 over 10. But you are too weak to say it.
Okay.
And nobody take it seriously. And it wasn't their fault. It's just the expression of pain is not matched with the pain score of 10 of 10.
Okay.
So because it's such a frustrating phase for me, I have to endure pain and suffering while max at that time my painkillers, because the advanced painkillers can only be prescribed by pain specialists. Because of inability to express the pain, I have to start with I was under-medicated, underdose. And what I have to endure is that I have to distract myself. So I use this psychology theory of pain gate theory.
Okay.
So meaning I stop the pain through psychology.
Okay.
It is very hard to do. It's very hard to do. It's a form of distraction where I have to play some comedy. Play some comedy that doesn't require a lot of brain power. Okay. So my favorite is like Little Britain, Mr. Bean. So there's no brain power over there. So I focus on the screen and take away the pain. But sometimes the pain come back. I will look at the clock and I say, okay, 5 seconds has gone by. You already passed the 5 seconds. Now let's go another 5 seconds, another 5 seconds. So you keep moving forward, and I have this strong belief in myself that as long as you move forward, the pain is going to finish. So I have to force myself to believe that there is a finish line. So that is my ability to endure. And I just keep looking at the clock, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So meaning I'm 1 second forward, 1 second forward, even though it's going to take like gazillion seconds. So I'm going to do it,
Okay.
Okay, over tak?
Tak, because I nak cuba digest. Okay, you're going through pain and memang tak ada orang kat situ sekali yang nak
hold my hands, saying you're going to be okay. Okay, the thing is, okay, this is a little bit personal because it's gonna reveal my family dynamic.
Right.
But I'm gonna just because I'm a semi-private person.
Okay.
But I'm willing to share my experience. I'm not gonna say anything bad about my family. But what I'm going to say is that it is too painful to watch, and the house sometimes can be quite empty because having me there is such a negative thing. Okay, like I give negative vibe in the house.
Faham.
And each time they look at me with my pain, with my suffering, it costs them a lot of pain. As I said, people who don't love you will never experience this type of emotional pain. Okay. And also, it is an awkward moment for everybody. They do not know how to handle someone who is fighting cancer, because it is such an uncomfortable thing to face. The easiest thing is avoidance. So avoidance is a coping mechanism. And
is that the coping mechanism for everyone in the family?
I would say not just family, it's also friends. Because for someone to step up and be there for you, it's difficult because you are not the easiest person to be with. You are in pain. You are not giving good vibes to people. Why would I go to you? It's like if I want to feel good, I will go to someone who make me feel good? Why would I go to Aisha, the cancer kid?
Right.
Because she's just full of negativity. She's always in pain. She never smiles. She's weak. Why would I go to her? And she make me scared by looking at her physically. She looks scary, so why would I go to her? And in this way, it also make people think of death, because I was completely pale. I look very sick, very fragile. With this period, for sure, it's very tough and it's very lonely. But what I learned is that I learned to depend on myself. I learned not to give too much power to people, because even though I'm at that state, I know that I can endure. I know that I'm powerful, but I also acknowledge that I'm weak and fragile.
Right.
So I look at it when I try to detach my emotion towards the problem. I look at it as a problem, and how do I solve the situation? Like, for example, I'm constantly hungry, but I cannot eat a lot of things. But I do know I need energy because my body is fighting cancer and I'm on a very harsh medication. What should I do? So I have phone, I have laptop, order some delivery service. Yeah, that's how I deal with my problem. But at the same time, I'm only one person, I do have my friend Renee, who also a cancer survivor, that I can call if I need some SOS. Most time, I'm by myself in the room and I try to do whatever it takes to move forward. And another thing, when you said about like why nobody there to help and support me, is actually, I would say everybody try to help, but people cannot be present in terms of emotionally. And
so you accepted that memang tak ada orang ke, your assumption ke? Because I'm asking you this question based on how you describe the situation tau.
Okay, because once you have cancer, your relationship with others will be a problem, and relationship with yourself will be a problem. As long as you have a problem with your relationship with yourself, it's not going to work the way you have a relationship with others. So this is something that I learned. Of course, it's a confusing time for me. I don't know myself. How do I show up in relationships, especially family or partners or whatever? But I'm single at the time anyway.
Yeah.
So what I learned is that, okay, I was given this card. Okay, this is the card that I'm dealing with, and nobody signed up for this shit. Sorry about my language.
Yeah.
Nobody signed up for this. My parents, when they have kids, they want healthy kids. They never sign up for sick kids. Okay, let's say if I have a partner, my mindset is that yes, this is like how I show up, healthy, well, happy. But let's say if I'm sick or whatever, like people want to live, it's okay, because nobody signed up for this and it's not easy. And it's not their fault, because people, they don't have the ability, they don't have the tools, they are not equipped to handle this scenario. And for me, I was given this card. With you or without you, I have to deal with it. So rather than give the power to other people, I take back my power and let's go, Shah. So I always be my biggest cheerleader, because I know if I have me and I become my best friend, my cheerleader, I am my own coach, that I can deal with anything.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Teruskan.
Okay. Nak cerita apa lagi?
Teruskan.
Okay, kemudian
I bukan nak buat you tangis tau. It's just that
tak.
I memang nak faham, because in my view, dia bunyi macam, okay, we human have empathy. Okay, we can recognize the empathy based on like, kesiannya, semua manusia ada perasaan tu. How a person go through, whether diorang come from a, background yang macam mana pun, must be something that had happened to them that they choose not to know. I don't need your help. Must be something. I don't expect you to share anything, but I was just trying to digest, like, kenapa you, like you keep saying, like, I got this card, Okay. You like it or not, I must say ada. Kalau you tak nak support I in this journey, fine, I can do it myself. So tu bunyi macam you memang tak ada harapan ke orang langsung.
Bukan tak ada harapan. I actually invite people to join me.
Okay.
But if you do not equip yourself with the proper tools, it's okay. I will not judge you.
Okay.
It's fine. You are not a bad person if you don't support me.
Faham.
But if you support me, it means the world to me.
Faham.
I have only few friends in my circle. I spend most of the time by myself. But people who come into my life, they tend to be good people, which is I'm very grateful. And like my coach has been there for me since day one of my recovery. He made me who I am today.
Nice.
At the same time, our relationship has always been professional, nothing beyond coach and not even friends. We are not even friends. If there's no sports competition, we don't talk. So this is something really, really nice. You know, you can support me to the level of your capability. So it means the world to me, you know, to have someone like this.
Okay. So tu baru first question. Second question, with regards to your health condition, please share your journey going through it. Macam you dah beritahu kan, you're fighting through it most of the time by yourself. The transition of, okay, aku sakit, I'm fighting through it after almost a year. Then macam mana you tiba-tiba masuk balik and sambung belajar and continue your life.
Okay.
And use that pain you mentioned tadi, that pain into energy.
So masa I dapat first cancer tu, kan I withhold my life for 1 year. And then I have a different perspective. Tapi bila I masuk balik university, batch semua tukar. Okay. So it's like start fresh. Masa tu rambut belum tumbuh lagi. So I terpaksa pakai wig. So sabar je lah kan. Banyak cakap macam rambut dah macam rambut palsu tau. So I have to it's also the first step to be comfortable with being misunderstood. So I have lymphedema, and then people mock me, hey, you have a sausage fingers.
Right.
So my fingers are all swollen. It looks like sausage.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, your fingers, they look like sausage. So I'm like, okay, fine. I don't tell people what I battle with because it's gonna open a whole uncomfortable vibe, you know. So jadi, I rasa macam itu pun satu blessing juga. Sebab I sekarang ni dah collect a lot of skills. I dapat skills yang I'm okay being misunderstood, I'm okay being abandoned. Not that I'm okay, I'm not okay, but then I train myself to accept and to deal with it, you know. So along the line of having this crazy experience when nobody will understand me, I am for sure of all the people here, if I tell my story, if I tell what I went through, nobody will understand. Because my therapist said you have to be careful who you want to share your story because of course your therapy will know your whole story. And he said to me that your life story is too intense and even if you try to share it with people, they will not get it. And you're just going to open more misunderstanding and more judgment. So that's why in this podcast, thank you for watching. I'm able to share a little bit of my intense story, and I hope you don't take it the wrong way.
Just like beritahu, my viewer is exactly like me. We are curious. We don't judge based on what people gone through. Instead, we learn from people's experience.
Yes, and of course, all this weird experience that I face make me who I am today, and it's actually like a university. You know, I would call it a university of resilience.
Okay, to know. Okay, so sambung belajar kemudiannya.
Okay, lepas saya sambung belajar, I habiskan I punya university. Kemudian, I belajar something. Masa I buat housemanship, I remember this stressful life event, which is I was posted in emergency department.
Okay.
So tidur tak betul. Lepas tu, I was stationed dekat Borneo. So jadi, orang tembak, tikam. Kadang-kadang tu dia dah jadi macam like dia dah jadi macam like baru nak tidur lepas tu bell rang and then we have to rush and then apa pisau dekat perut. Kita orang dah macam terlampau immune. Okay, this is so sorry to share this. And we were like, oh my gosh, we are so tired, we are so stressed. Kita orang try to make it less intense. Dia cakap, kau kat sini sebab kau kalah kan? Because dia orang bergaduh tau. Aku nak tanya kau kat sini sebab kau kalah. Lepas tu, this I tak cakap ni, my friend lah, my colleague. So kita orang terlampau penat, terlampau stress, dan kita orang terpaksa play around with humor to make it less intense.
Faham.
Daripada situ, I belajar yang sleep is very important. Because masa tu, I dapat cancer yang kedua. Cancer yang kedua ni, dia bukan recurrent. Dia new cancer. Completely new.
Right.
Completely new cancer, new type, new character. So, it's a fresh cancer, also breast, and on the right side.
Okay.
And then, as I reflect back, I saw pattern. Bila cancer datang, dia selalu datang masa I tak cukup tidur, my circadian rhythm haywire, and also masa I don't eat well, and high stress.
Right.
So, benda tu, I cakap, I dapat second cancer. Kalau I dapat third cancer, meaning I tak belajar dari mistake. And also at that same time, dah keluar regulation dekat Canada, kalau pramugari dapat breast cancer, diorang dapat compensation. Because memang ada correlation between circadian rhythm disruption with cancer. So, masa tu kan, I rajin sangat go through academic paper untuk cari answer. Kan, I kan curious kan, I cari answer. Lepas tu, I dapat tahu I triple negative. So, my kind of cancer is pretty aggressive. Kalau I wait very long, I can die very fast. Because dia cepat merebak. So, I pun tertanya-tanya, okay, untuk triple negative breast cancer, what is the prediction, you know? Because academicians, they like to predict the longevity of the patient. And at that time, I remember to go through all this academic paper, not much paper on triple negative because they tend to be very young, in their 30s. But I got it at my 20s, so it was sad to say that they usually die very fast. So I'm like, I stopped. No more paper. So now that I'm better, so I start digging back. And thank you for people who contribute to cancer research. So there's more and more good news for us and more treatment.
Okay, so just now you mentioned regarding what circadian rhythm, tidur semua tu kan. Just a layman term, circadian rhythm tu body clock. Body clock sebab doktor punya word memang susah orang nak faham. This is body clock di mana walaupun you guys rasa cukup tidur 8 jam, tapi tidur tu tak betul, pukul berapa semua, dia akan mengganggu hormon dalam badan. So it can alter our hormon dalam badan. Orang jatuh sakit pun boleh dapat disebabkan tak cukup tidur dan high amount of stress. Okay, however, this would be question to you lah, because you mentioned you realize it's a pattern. You realize pattern. Can I ask you, any of your relative ada tak cancer?
Okay, masa tu I seorang je ada cancer. Lepas I diagnosed cancer, ada satu lagi auntie I dapat cancer juga.
Okay.
Tapi sayang to say she already passed away. Because she was in denial.
Faham? Because tak nak accept, so tak nak buat apa-apa langsung lah.
Tak nak buat apa-apa and then it was too late.
Faham.
She kept it a secret.
Faham. Didn't you do that also? You kept it for a secret?
I don't know. The moment I found the breast lump, I took action.
Okay. Faham.
So what I meant keep it a secret,
Tak bagi tu.
did not seek treatment.
Okay. Faham. Okay, so kita teruskan from the second breast cancer, then you buat apa?
Okay, untuk yang second breast cancer, I got it sadly after 5 years. So basically, after 5 years, we call it a remission, meaning there will be unlikelihood that you will get another cancer. Recurrence. So now, I was just about to celebrate my remission year, and then I got the second cancer. And this second cancer was very, very tough because my mindset at that time, I'm already ready to move on. And now, I relive my trauma. So I already have a trauma. And now I have to revisit the trauma. And this second episode is much, much more intense because everybody already ready to move on. Okay, let's say your friend battling cancer, right? Everybody already ready. It's 5 years. And now she got it back. I'm like, oh no. Aren't we all supposed to move on from this?
Right.
And then the second cancer was the loneliest phase ever. It was the loneliest phase because nobody want to revisit the same story, you know, but I had to do it. Like, okay, fine. And I gotta do it. And I did it, you know. Emotionally wise, this second episode is the hardest because the chemotherapy, in my opinion, is harsher because I have used the protocol that is super harsh. All this chemotherapy is not without side effect, you know. This side effect can also show up in the future. So one of the side effect is
Pregnancy.
no jantung. That is the most important, cardiomyopathy.
Okay.
So the oncologist already created a different formula, and this formula, they have like Texotir. There's one in the formula. It causes muscle pain.
Okay.
Oh, this is the second episode that I struggle so much with pain because it caused like a spasm all the muscle.
Okay.
And this kind of pain never stop.
Wow.
Never stop.
Is it only during the treatment time, ke? So,
Let's say if as long as I'm on the infusion, right? So during chemo, sometimes you get once every 2 weeks.
okay.
So when you are the first dose, usually we call it good chemo days. And then once it hits the system, it will become like bad chemo days. And when bad chemo days, you are game over. Cannot move. And you just cry to sleep because you are in pain. And I remember dia macam ada twitch dekat muscle. I remember yang muscle dekat thumb ni pun boleh twitch yang is a painful spasm. So I'm like, I went to doctor's appointment and I told them that I was in pain and the outcome of the consultation is continue the same. Like whatever that I'm taking, continue the same. We'll see you in next visit. So there goes my hope, you know. Because what I want to share here, if you are a physician, you are a doctor, even though the patient express themselves in a certain way where it doesn't match the degree of pain, please listen and try to dig deeper, especially when you look into their story. They are like cancer survivor, they are having chemo. You have to dig deeper and you have to make sure that you don't miss anything, because I kept this story for the longest time, you know, because if this person just took 5 minutes of his time to entertain my complaint and to entertain my problem, I wouldn't have suffered so much.
Right.
Yeah. Because at that time, I remember it was 4 o'clock and this doctor is rushing to go back before traffic jam.
Wow. Okay. So the attentiveness lah. So at least dengar lah cerita sikit kan. Tahulah kesengsaraan saya.
Yes. So that's why sometimes a lot of things in life, it also depends on luck. Who you met, the timing, the situation, the person at the right time, the right place. So I believe in that, you know.
Okay. So on the second cancer ni, you kena umur berapa tahun? 27, 28?
I kena 21, 22 and then 27.
17. Okay.
26, 27.
Then
5 tahun.
Selepas tu?
Okay, selepas tu, I have suffered with many health issues which require me to go in and out of operation theatre. Yes, that was not very comfortable. And I also being warded. This is also during competitive years.
Okay.
Yes, there were times, I think 2 weeks or few weeks out, I was in the operation theatre, and then 3 weeks later, I won 5th place in Thailand. Yes, and
What was the reason?
it's a private thing. So it's a complication of my treatment and a lot of issues with my body. And sometimes I have to go back and get some infusion, some treatment done. So a lot of people think that once you have cancer and then get treatment for cancer, it's done. But actually, the problem with the health is not just from the disease itself, it's also from the treatment.
Right.
So the treatment that I did, I did surgery, I did chemo, I did radiation. So this treatment, there's also complication that can arise later on in the future. And one of those also the complication yang it's invisible illness, which is a mental health. We will go there later.
Okay, nak tambah satu benda. So there are 10% chances of a person to get recurrent cancer within 10 years. Previous episode dengan another doctor mine yang dia kena cancer, I bring up that. So boleh nampak lah dia pun macam very true. So you, even though not the same cancer, but it's another cancer juga within less than 10 years. Because based on studies memang bagi tahu benda tu tau. So you are in the group of the 10% yang kena balik.
I tak kena balik. I told you it's a new cancer.
New cancer, yeah.
So I'm the anomaly.
No, okay.
Actually, I remember my story, my case was brought in one of the world conference.
Oh.
My surgeon presented my case in one of the medical conference, world breast cancer conference. At that time, it was to find some answers how to treat me. Yeah, that is why very hard for me to tell my story to my colleague, to my boss, who's also a doctor, because even in the medical department, I myself an anomaly. I myself don't know how to tell them because my case is super unique. It's not something that you encounter typically in textbook. So I guess I just want to be weird, you know?
I think in terms of life path, you are those person yang memang know how to handle this kind of situation.
No, I do not know how to handle.
No, the thing is,
I was forced to handle because I have to channel my survival instinct.
right. Boleh faham bahagian tu. Cuma what I meant by you boleh handle is each time you go through, even though it's not easy, which I cannot understand. Okay, I tak pernah lalui, so I tak cakap. Tapi you know what need to do. So you still survive until today. I'm very certain orang kat luar sana putus cinta je nak terjun bangunan. Which
Sama lah.
tak adalah, kita rasa nak terjun bangunan tapi kita tak terjun bangunan. Kan? So what I want to point out kat sini is whatever that you've gone through, you know what need to be done secara terpaksa.
May I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
There is like something yang macam orang tengok kan, oh this person is strong because based on the story, macam this person is strong, but actually right, we may be appear strong, but the burden that we carry, they are still very hard, you know. They're still very hard, and we still need help. But when there is no help, we have to make ourselves stronger, and there are times we are not that strong, and this is the mistake, because I always
mistake?
This is a mistake from the people who perceive someone as a strong individual, because I always portray myself as someone who can manage things, who can carry big burdens on my shoulder. Sometimes there's statement from my family, they cakap, oh okay, she can handle it, oh she can she knows what to do. Exactly what you said. So sorry, this is the triggering words for me. Like, oh, she knows what to do, because I always portray myself like someone who can handle things. I actually can't, but I force myself to make sure that I can. It's very hard, and if someone, I wish there will be someone who can help me, you know, help me with my problem. But as I said, because the cycle of frustration, the cycle of like the past history of abandonment, it's still painful, it still hurts, but I do my best to deal with it. But I don't know, and I can't promise how long I can endure the same thing over and over again, because I'm just a person, and as strong as you are, there will be a point where it's too much and you can break down. So I hope I can still stay resilient, and whatever come my way, I have the ability and the strength to endure. But there's also at the back of my head that it could be one day I can no longer do it, you know?
Okay, since you bring up that part, how do you keep yourself positive?
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know, one of my skills is to ask questions so people can share.
Oh, it's okay, it's fine.
Which I like is because there are things yang maybe you tak selesa to share to certain people. Like for me, apart from we have this kan, I memang suka mendengar.
That's good. It's a very good skill. I also suka. It's a coaching skill.
Okay.
Yeah. Good coach always have a good listening power. Okay, sure. Tadi apa soalan tadi?
How do you keep yourself positive?
I'm actually, most time I'm positive because it's my character trait. I suka fantasy.
Okay.
Macam, I suka feeling tau. Sebab tu yang masuk bodybuilder ni, nak feeling kan. Macam, cantik lah shoulder. So sekarang I buat macam stunt. Oh my gosh, I selalu ketawa-ketawa. So hari tu I feeling ninja. Feeling Kak Long, feeling mafia. So I jenis yang sentiasa bersikap positif bila I in my playful mode.
Okay.
So I naturally love to play. Even orang cakap, macam mana you boleh pergi gym berjam-jam? Because I look at it as it's a playground, you know, like it's a form of play. So that's how I keep myself positive. So bila I coach one-on-one, I selalu macam have this like playful relationship with my clients. So macam hari ni I have a very young girl who I train her in terms of strength, and also I train her for aesthetic fitness. We always make it a game. So that's how I stay positive. And I also always love to look at the bright side. I try to stay in my own bubble and create a positive vibe within my world. I create my own world, and I try not to let negativity comes inside my bubble.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up this part yang you tak beritahu. So, you see, I view playfulness as escapism. Okay, I see that view. People don't see. You beritahu that something playful. Okay, I found that part. At the same time juga, we had a discussion just now, you had a PTSD.
Oh, yes.
Okay, how do you make that as positive, since it's a traumatic event di mana you nampak the trauma event masa dalam klinik tu?
Okay, tadi ada cerita pasal macam mana I navigate my life. I sebenarnya dekat life story I kan, I banyak shape-shifting. I banyak tukar direction, because when the old ways doesn't work, I take on a new direction. Sama macam dulu I kerja dekat government, lepas tu I resign, then I bought my business, lepas tu I masuk private, then lepas tu I try many type of things. So I try as many things that take my interest. Macam saya macam benda ni interesting lah, I nak try. Then lepas tu I realise like I can see pattern and ecosystem. Okay, yang PTSD tu, the reason why I terpaksa deal with the PTSD tu, bila there's a constant grief. Grief is actually my trigger moment. Kalau I see someone suffering, I see someone close to me pass away, it's very triggering. And people abandon me, it's very triggering. Untuk I punya turning point daripada segi career wise, masa kita dekat klinik perubatan sukan, I dah choose exactly that specialty because dia tak deal with people with cancer, people with suffering, so it's just sukan, you know.
Right.
Tapi tak tahu apa cerita dia. The young girl yang datang tu, very sweet girl, dia datang dengan chronic back pain. Dia macam I. Dia jenis yang dia cakap dia ada back pain. Benda ni tak resolve. Tapi dia cakap it's more than 6 months. And then dia punya back pain tu, dia tak cakap macam sakit gila. So jadi dia tak trigger alarming system. But somehow I as a cancer survivor, I think maybe I should dig deeper, because I myself a patient. So I somewhat can sense unspoken word. And when I investigate further, I actually went up to the imaging department and we went through her film and went down until her hip area, and there goes her body. It's a full-blown cancer.
Oh.
And I have to break the bad news.
Oh.
Yes, and with the brother, and their life has changed from that moment onwards. And to this day, I do not know if the girl survived or not, but I was game over in terms of my mental state.
Yeah.
Game over. So that was full-blown PTSD there and there, and I had to redirect my life. In fact, I have to leave the country. I have to leave the country. I have to leave my house, because now when I went to my room, I have nightmares. And even though at that time I was in, let's say, in that year, but my soul went back to the year where I had my cancer.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Faham.
it's so real, it's so vivid. And I went to France, and then I stuck there during the pandemic. During those times, it's also a blessing in disguise, because I seek treatment. I seek treatment for my PTSD, and I also reset my lifestyle. Because in France, their lifestyle, they know how to live a balanced life.
Yep.
So they really, really teach me about the culture of enjoying the simple thing in life. And it's a very nice time, even though it's stressful during the pandemic. But everything happened for a reason, I guess.
And when you're there, macam mana you balik ke Malaysia? I mean, I know COVID habis semua. As in, like, what made you know what? I'm okay now. I'm gonna go back to Malaysia.
No, I balik Malaysia because the border is open. The border was open.
Okay.
At that time, the border was closed. So I actually stayed there. And I was supposed to stay for a certain period. But then it got extended because the border was closed. Once the border opened, I went back to Malaysia. And I resigned, and I start my medical fitness.
Okay.
So I start medical fitness as a concept, like I said, I reflect on my idea, and I say, let's start medical fitness. So integrate medical and fitness, because there is a gap, there is a gap in terms of medical and fitness. So medical people do not understand fitness, and fitness people do not understand medical. It's like, if we integrate these two, you can become like me. You can become resilient like me, because I use both.
Right.
I have the medical knowledge and I have the fitness knowledge.
Right.
And this is what makes who I am today. And I want people to understand that by understanding your medical issue, and then you elevate yourself in terms of fitness, you will get far in life.
Agree.
Let's say you want to improve your metabolic health, but then you do not know that there are certain things that can be treated with fitness strategy.
Yeah.
Then fitness is not just exercise. It's beyond that. It's like a pill. It's like you have a certain problem, and this specific type of exercise can help your specific type of problem. People do not see that because it's a specialty in itself.
I consider exercise as a tool, sebagai alat. Why I say that? Contohnya lah, out of topic sikit from her cerita, is, let's say we have a morbidly obese someone morbidly obese, ada masalah sleep disc and also osteoarthritis. The only thing this person can do is go in the swimming pool as aqua fitness. If you ask me lah, my view kan, is safer for that person. So when someone asks me, coach, macam mana ya, I gemuk, I nak bersenam ni, what kind of exercise is the best? So with sufficient knowledge, you can find what tool suits you best.
Correct.
So I see it in that way lah. So since you bring up that, boleh tak you bagi tahu, when you say you combine the medical and fitness kan, where do you see rakyat Malaysia, or when do you see rakyat Malaysia akan appreciate fitness sebagai benda yang wajib tahu instead of nak kurus je?
Itulah sebab sebenarnya benda ni adalah satu mindset dan juga dia adalah sejenis kempen. Apa-apa yang ada dekat luar sana adalah kempen. So sekarang orang nak jual produk, dia punya kempen kurus. Jom kurus. Mari kurus. Produk ni boleh buat you kurus. Slim. So kurus tu adalah diorang punya finish line. Diorang punya kempen. So kita sebagai fitness professional, medical professional, kita kick diorang punya kempen, kita buat kempen kita yang baru. Tapi jangan pula buat kempen jom sihat. Because sihat tu is not an outcome. Dia tak spesifik, dia terlampau general. So kalau kita nak cakap pasal kempen, kita kena buat something yang lebih spesifik. So macam kalau you lutut sakit, lutut you tak sakit. Contoh macam itulah. This is one of my ideas. So bila I fikir pasal medical fitness, I fikir kita semua ni ada 3 komponen. Satu, kita ada clinical fitness. Lepas tu kita ada general fitness. Lepas tu kita ada athlete fitness. Dan kebanyakan orang, dia akan ada 3-3 ni. So let's say kan, macam dia athlete tapi lutut dia sakit. Part lutut dia clinical. Okay, lepas tu dia athlete, jadi dia dah naik berat badan. Body komposisi dia dah out. So bila kita tengok dia punya muscle to fat, dia punya body composition fitness dia bawah general. Tapi bila suruh dia buat isokinetic test, contoh tengok dia punya muscular strength, athlete fitness. Sebab tu bila I fikir medical fitness ni, I actually sit down and have a very strong reflection. I reflect on this and I think nobody think the way I think, because my personal experience and I live what I preach. That I can come up with this idea. Yes. So that's now I work with Dr. Kwiti to bring out this idea, and hopefully I can be able to reach out to healthcare professionals, especially doctors, and make them understand some basic of general fitness, some basic of fitness strategy that they can apply to their patients. Because kalau orang datang klinik, lepas tu jumpa ada kecil manis, darah tinggi, this one, diorang akan bagi tahu result, tapi diorang tak ada cukup tool untuk bantu pesakit. Lepas tu, kalau pula jumpa gym instructor, coach, diorang
all out.
Diorang ada tool, tapi diorang tak ada medical story untuk truly identify the root cause and understand the problem. So dekat situ dah ada gap.
Betul. And nak tambah sikit lah, based on my own experience, dekat Aussie, coaches, physiotherapists, physician bekerjasama. We have this client ada masalah, kita pass kat siapa yang tahu. Kat Malaysia, you tak tahu, you belakang tahu je. Let's say you ada client yang gemuk, sakit lutut, high blood pressure, tak apa, pergi gym je, angkat je. Again, I'm not trying to mengutuk, I just nak pergi tahu based on my view. That's why bila I balik Malaysia, I macam, okay, now I understand kenapa susah sangat rakyat Malaysia nak terima. Terima is because we have a mindset, kalau we sakit, jumpa coach ni akan suruh buat macam tu je. Instead, we tak nak open up and accept that, okay, there are people out there only know certain things. Even for me, when I have client yang I tak boleh bantu, I terus pass je ke orang yang lebih mahir. Okay, now back to your story, Walter. Back to your story. Okay, what advice? Sebelum what advice kan, you tak cerita lagi you punya journey. Okay, you dah cerita journey semua tu. Then, sekarang Alhamdulillah, sihat. Kan? Alhamdulillah, sihat. So, I dengar cerita that you'll be competing for Universe.
Yes, Universe Championship.
Okay, please berkongsi dengan halayak dan penonton.
40 days to go. Last year, I was selected to represent the country for NABA Universe Championship. This is the oldest and the original Physique and Bodybuilding Federation Association.
Arnold compete dalam sini dulu tau, sebelum IFBB. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
IFBB sebelum everything. There was NABA.
Yes.
even Arnold Schwarzenegger, even all the legendary, the Hercules guys, Steve Reeve, they're all compete under NABA. So for me to get selected by NABA Malaysia and competed as a Malaysian athlete, it was super, super special. And crazily enough, in just 8 weeks of preparation, I was placed third after UK and France.
Nice.
So because of that, I am able to compete again this year because I was podium finish. And let's see what is the finish line. So I hope I be able to reach podium, but I understand that this year the competition might be tougher because now the pandemic over kan. My coach ada bagi buat lawak lah. Dia cakap, okay, tak apa, you compete je because semua orang pun tengah barai because pandemic tak diet.
Faham.
Tak cukup training, gym tutup. So sekarang semua dah buka, so we actually anticipate tougher fight. But then it's okay, we go and fight. So we give our best.
Now, doctor, what advice would you give on how to best support a loved one going through the breast cancer?
Let's say you ada seseorang yang melawan cancer. It's a very confusing time in their life. They need all the support in the world. But at the same time, diorang akan portray themselves macam diorang need space, which is normal. Well, you can give your loved one space, but at the same time, be present. So let's say, okay, I want space, but just knowing that you are there within the vicinity, I can see you, you're still there. I want you not to be too close, you're far, but I know that you're there somewhat if I want you to be close and I know I have someone that I can go to.
Right.
So another thing, banyak orang tak faham tau, bila you ada cancer, benda tu sesuatu yang sangat membebankan. Benda simple nak mandi, nak makan, nak tidur. Benda basic sangat susah. Because it's like a battle. Macam cakap tadi kan, I nak tidur pun susah, I'm in pain. Okay, nak mandi susah, bandage all over my body. Nak makan susah sebab semua jadi kelat. Because kita punya sel dekat mulut semua dah lari. So apa-apa kita makan, kita tak rasa taste. Lepas tu dia jadi macam rasa lumpur. So this is a really, really weird phase of our life. Untuk orang yang nak support dia punya loved one, benda yang paling senang is try to help them with their excess stress. So contohnya kan, orang yang ada cancer ni, dia selalunya adult. So bila you adult, banyak benda-benda adulting you kena buat. Contohnya bill, pick up laundry, hantar kalau dia dah ada anak ke, hantar anak sekolah, ambil sekolah. So benda-benda adulting tu dia dah tak boleh buat. Macam bil setiap ni kena bayar, tak boleh. Dia jadi macam dia kena fokus untuk survive je masa tu. So macam biasanya kalau I rasa untuk proper way untuk support, mesti ada conference. So family conference, and then okay, this person take over this burden, take over this burden, take over this burden. Okay, as simple as going to clinic appointment. Sometimes kita boleh miss appointment dah lah susah nak dapat. Lepas tu kita miss sebab kita tak ada brain capacity untuk digest all the memory kan. Memory pun dah kurang. And then nak travel. Lepas tu siapa nak bawa wheelchair kan, seorang. Benda-benda tu sangat-sangat penting.
Okay, I'm trying to digest. Macam
imagine tak?
So kongsi sikit, what was your biggest self-discovery or revelation after you were diagnosed, bila dapat tahu?
Yang ni benda yang I rasa ramai orang boleh get something out of this. Because I'm actually quite blessed to have a life-threatening illness. It makes me questions about my life, my purpose, and I have completely different contexts and perspective in terms of life as a general. Jadi, bila I buat life choices kan, I realised that this is our life. Ramai orang, diorang ikut cakap sekeliling. Dan diorang tak ikut what is in their heart. For me, I rather live in my authenticity. I'm open to being misunderstood. I'm open to being hated, to being disliked. But I know this is the only life that I want to live in my own terms. Because I know that we all gonna die. We're not gonna be here forever. We need to live our life in our own terms. Because some people who want to influence us could be projecting based on their life experience. So live authentically, stay true to yourself, true to your heart. Live life how you want it. Because if you make the wrong decision, you know that the call is the decision was from you.
Right.
You learn from your mistake, you learn from your success, you learn from your failure, and it's all you and your life. Take accountability of your choices.
Right.
And secondly, because I realized that life is so short, even sometime to this day, because of the life challenges that I have and the fact that I have to battle triple negative breast cancer, I always feel like there's a sense of urgency and I'm running out of time. There was one time when I had my COVID myocarditis, which is recently in 2022, August. I not 2023, right? No, it was 2021, August.
2 years ago.
So I had COVID and it went to my heart. So I remember that if I were to die at that time, I had so many unfinished business. And if I die at that time, nobody will remember me. Even when I had my cancer, I always have this idea of like how to be remembered. Because I was a timid girl, I was very shy, and I realized that this is not how to be remembered. To be remembered, I need to be a person of influence. So I need to influence my patients, my students. So that is why I do what I want to do, because I want to live forever through other people. Okay, let's say if you are no longer here, but the things that you teach people, the knowledge and the experience that you teach others, I can live through that.
Wow.
And it's a form of legacy for me. And the things that I do is not for popularity, it's not for vanity, but it's just like my solution to this specific problem. How can I not die? Like physically I die,
Faham.
but how do I live forever?
Macam orang kata lah, harimau tinggalkan belang, manusia tinggalkan nama.
Yes. So there are two answers to this. Live life in your own terms, stay authentic even though you open yourself to criticism. And secondly is to make people feel good in your presence and to share some part of you to others. It could be a moment, experience, and I always value human connection, because I want that when I interact with others, the connection is genuine and pure. So that is why I'm fine not to have a lot of friends, but when we are friends, I know that it comes from a good source. Yeah, connection is everything.
Wow.
Last but not least, I also want to experience certain things in life. People make bucket lists.
Okay.
I don't make bucket lists.
Okay.
I make a list of human experiences that I want to have.
Interesting.
Yes. And this is super personal, but I'm gonna share it with you.
Sure.
There were one time where I was like is this the time where I will die? Like I don't want to die without having this specific experience. So this experience is that how is it to experience to love someone so deeply and the person love you back? Because I always hear this in movies,
Okay.
in books, right? What is this? I want to know about this.
Of loving someone and then someone love you back.
Yes.
Okay, so you're asking me.
No, like this is the specific human experience that I want to have.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
Yeah, so I actually I said if I able to experience this, I'm good for life.
right.
Yes.
So you belum jumpa orang lagi lah. Ke?
No, actually I had that experience. So now I'm sad. I'm good. Yeah.
Faham? Okay, to summarize, I would like to say thank you very much to Dr. Aisyah sebab berkongsi banyak sangat cerita di mana I know most of you guys kat luar sana mungkin ada kenalan yang mempunyai masalah cancer and you don't know how to help them, which I pun tak tahu macam nak memberi nasihat. Dr. Aisyah dah beritahu dah. Just be present, be there. Maybe they don't want you at that moment, but still kalau you ada kat situ pun dah cukup. Okay. So again, Dr. Aisyah, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Kam.
And I wish you all the best for your competition coming soon.
You?
And insyaAllah kita akan jumpa lagi.
Yes, hopefully so.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you guys, take care. Peace out.